Stay with me until the end, and you'll walk away with 3 marketing and business lessons you can apply tomorrow in your own venture. This bizarre, spine-chilling doll from China trades on the black market for $150,000. Meet Labubu. Labubu has become the latest online craze, reselling for 10-20 times its retail price, with celebrities and influencers proudly showing it off on Instagram. But the truly fascinating part? It isn't just about Labubu. It's about how an utterly simple object can ignite a global frenzy. Over the years, that same phenomenon has generated massive profits for Prime Energy, Stanley Quencher, and Liquid Death canned water. P pulled in $250 million in its first year. Stanley Quencher earned $750 million in 2023. Liquid Death sold $333 million worth of canned water. They all follow the same playbook. 1. An extremely simple item. 2. A sky-high secondary market price. 3. Stanley marketing blitz that fuels global FOMO. So the big questions are, what secret does Labubu hold that drives prices so high? How do brands like Prime and Stanley Quencher turn hype into a multi-billion-dollar marketing engine? And most importantly, how can you avoid falling into these hype traps, or even leverage them to build your own million-dollar business? In today's fast-paced consumer world, Labubu has transcended its status as a creepy collectible doll. It's living proof of hype marketing's psychological power. Ever wondered how a completely unknown, slightly unsettling doll can spark mall queues, midnight social media buzz, and 5-figure auction sales? The secret isn't in its design, but in over-the-top marketing craft. This tactic isn't new. The same FOMO engine launched Prime Energy in 2022 and turned Stanley Quencher into a must-have in 2024, and it will repeat endlessly because the steps never change, only the packaging does. It all starts with a spark, an unexpected moment that transforms a mundane item into a curiosity magnet. We're not talking about expensive TV ads, but organic moments that make people ask, what is that? And why does everyone want it? In Labubu's case, that spark was a casual Instagram post by K-pop star Lisa, cradling the doll. Within hours, millions of her followers made it viral. And without a massive ad budget, Labubu became the must-have toy of the year. Similarly, in 2023, Tumblr's Stanley Cup fan community exploded when a user posted a video showing the charred interior of her car, except for one thing, the Stanley Cup trophy, still intact with liquid inside. When that footage hit TikTok, it spread like wildfire, racking up 94 million views in just days. From that moment on, the Stanley Cup became the undeniable symbol of true durability, proving once more how a spontaneous, unexpected incident can turn an ordinary object into a viral legend. Right after its online breakout, shelves emptied instantly. People didn't care about the formula, only about who was endorsing it. That's exactly what happened with Prime Spark when rival YouTubers Logan Paul and KSI, together boasting over 40 million subscribers, joined forces. In just one day, their energy drink dominated social feeds and sales charts. Prime Spark isn't just another electrolyte beverage. It's your idol's drink. That's the spark in the hype cycle, not a major ad campaign, but an authentic moment, a genuine post from someone you admire that sets the world buzzing. Kids aren't thinking about molecular formulas. They're hyped about drinking what their heroes drink. Igniting interest alone won't keep the fire burning. That's why we move to step 2, social amplification. Once you have that spark, you must give people a solid reason to share it. You don't need giant ad buys or billboards. You need users to become your megaphone. Look at Labubu, sold in mystery boxes. Each unboxing becomes a suspenseful event. Collectors film themselves opening the box, revealing which Labubu they got. Every single unboxing turns into a micro-lesson in viral marketing. The before and after format took off because it taps into raw curiosity. Viewers must see what happens next. From transition TikToks to pizza bake reveals, Labubu unboxings command attention. Everyone wants to see the surprise. Creators worldwide jumped on the trend, showcasing their collections, rating rare editions, and sharing favorites. This avalanche of content generated massive engagement. By June 2025, TikTok hosted over 1.9 million Labubu-related videos, from unboxings to theme challenges. That's hundreds of millions of views, all with virtually zero official ad spend, though some clips may have been sponsored. The same phenomenon hit Prime Spark. Teens didn't just drink it. They displayed empty bottles as trophies on shelves and social media. It became a badge of pride, just like Stanley Quencher, which evolved from a Tumblr curiosity to a viral collectible accessory in lifestyle content. Key takeaway: hype only lasts if the product itself inspires content. Don't stop at making something good, build something worth sharing. So people film it, post it, and become your genuine ambassadors. Next comes the element that cements hype: scarcity and the fear of missing out. Take Labubu. Mart never floods the market. They release these dolls in tiny surprise box batches, so nobody knows which edition they'll get. That uncertainty drove fans to camp out overnight, and stores sold out in minutes, fanning the flames still higher. Prime played the same card. At launch, you couldn't just walk in and buy a bottle. You had to catch the drop. Fans queued at dawn, stores enforced one per customer, and shelves emptied instantly. That get it now or regret it urgency pushes people to extraordinary lengths. When consumers believe supply is limited, they'll move heaven and earth to secure the product. That's the power of scarcity and FOMO, the final gear in the hype machine. Once an item vanishes from store shelves, true madness begins. The secondary market. Whenever something becomes a must-have and runs out, its resale value soars. Consider Labubu. A doll that retails for $30 can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars on the secondary market. I was astonished to learn one sold at auction for $150,000. This blend of rarity and excitement creates endless news headlines, which in turn reignite public interest. Prime saw the same effect. A bottle that costs $2 retail sold for up to $10,000 on eBay. In the UK, school kids even sold their empty bottles for 5-10 times the retail price, turning each container into a mini treasure for collectors. Conclusion of Step 4. Deliberately limiting supply not only drives up resale prices, but also triggers a continuous cycle of media coverage and word of mouth. That story of scarcity and urgency keeps enthusiasm alive long after shelves sell out, fueling sustained sales. The final step in the hype machine is deep cultural integration. With Labubu, Mart didn't stop at mystery boxes. They launched pop-up boutiques in upscale malls, partnered with major IPs like Harry Potter and Minions, and rolled out a full lifestyle merchandise line. From keychains and handbags to collectible charms and apparel, Labubu became a lifestyle icon, not just a toy. Prime Energy took the same route. Logan Paul and KSI Inc. sponsorship deals with UFC and WWE, and the brand even appeared on professional football jerseys. Prime's logo now shows up in octagons and on fight cards, elevating the drink into a pop culture icon at sporting events and gaming festivals. Stanley Quencher followed suit. Celebrity collaborations with Post Malone and Lionel Messi transformed the tumbler from a utilitarian object into a status symbol and must-have prop in viral videos and lifestyle photography. Conclusion of Step 5. Don't stop at the product. Embed it in your audience's everyday identity. Make it a lifestyle ambassador, and its buzz won't fade once the initial demand spike subsides. After spark, social amplification, scarcity, secondary market boom, and cultural embrace, you've built more than just sales. You've crafted a story people follow breathlessly. That's the secret behind Labubu, Prime Spark, and Stanley Quencher. Impressive, right? But here's the critical question. Can you turn hype into a lasting brand? Hype drives massive short-term sales, but without a strong foundation, it quickly fizzles. Look at Prime. Logan Paul and KSI turned a $2 drink into a global sensation in 2022, with Brits paying hundreds of pounds on eBay and $250 million in first-year revenue. Yet by late 2023, shelves were overflowing and sales plunged 70%. In the US, they dropped 40% in early 2024. The hype bubble burst, not because the drink was bad, but because the excitement wasn't anchored in deeper consumer connections. Similarly, fidget spinners raked in $500 million worldwide in 2017, but by 2018, the craze vanished. When everyone already owns one, novelty evaporates, and there's no reason to buy another. How do you avoid this trap? Look at a lasting success, Air Jordan. The Air Jordan 1 debuted in 1985 at $65. By 2022, Jordan brand posted $5.1 billion in annual sales. 40 years later, Air Jordan remains a cultural touchstone. The secret is social identity theory, SIT, formulated by Henry Tajfel and John Turner in 1979. SIT explains that our sense of self has two parts: person identity, based on individual traits and values; a person identity, shaped by membership in groups, family, sports teams, fan communities, subcultures. Adopting a social identity means embracing its symbols and rituals. An Air Jordan fan isn't just buying shoes, they're signaling belonging to a community that understands the heritage behind the brand. This same dynamic explains everything from stadium chants to Harley-Davidson riders proudly displaying their club insignia. Nike leveraged this brilliantly. It didn't sell just footwear, but access to a mythos. Michael Jordan's career became a rallying point for basketball fans and hip-hop culture alike. Air Jordan thus evolved into a social currency. By contrast, passing fads like fidget spinners or many NFT projects spiked and died because they never offered a stable group identity to sustain them. Conclusion: you can ignite spectacular hype, but to build a resilient brand, you must embed your product into consumers' social and cultural identity. Only then will the excitement endure and your viral hit become a lasting legend.
Thanks for sticking around.
Here are the 3 essential lessons you can put into practice in your business tomorrow. 1. Create the right spark. You don't need expensive TV spots, just an authentic moment, like an unexpected unboxing or an influencer post that gets people talking. 2. Leverage community amplification. Turn each customer into an advocate. Surprise box packaging for unboxing videos, TikTok challenges, fan art contests, or authentic reviews. User-generated content multiplies visibility exponentially. No giant ad budget required. 3. Build enduring social identity. Don't stop at the initial hype. Integrate your product into daily life. Collaborate with cultural figures. Launch lifestyle merchandise. And connect with communities that see it as a badge of belonging. That's how a momentary craze evolves into a sustainable brand. Apply these lessons, and you'll not only create viral launches, you'll build a brand that lasts beyond the hype.